Continuing Thomas Cookson's review for Terminus. The obvious comparison is the Magdalene sisters, a deeply upsetting true story of innocent young Irish girls punished abominably by the Catholic Church, demonized, judged by their community as unclean and deserving of censure and isolation in a man-made hell on earth. Just one accusatory finger and all sympathy or acknowledgement of their humanity vanished. It took years before I summoned the courage to watch it, but I'm glad I ultimately did. It's an eternal reminder society's worst outdated lunacies can have resurgences that overrule all sanity. Initially, this institution of damnation promises to be a chrysalis within which these women, outside the frivolous zeitgeist, might gain self-discovery. Instead, this place's true evil becomes increasingly clear, a mockery of morality that only breeds bit of indicativeness, eating a life spirit. This place of purity simply a rotten sewer for its enforcer's worst nature. That's all this hellish place inspires. The longer the girls bite their tongues, submitting their wills to the nuns' repressive cruelties, the more we fear they'll never recover their spark of life. In fact, the worst thing concerning this life of misery and injustice will happen. They'll get used to it. It's possible a similar point's being made about the overwhelming paralysis characterizing Terminus's callous bystanders. It makes horrible sense. People resigned to their fate, the spirit-crushing unreachable authority ruling their lives, making dissent or rebellion an exhaustively pointless expenditure. Like Boys from the Blackstuff's Chrissy said about life on the dole, don't get mad, get even. I can't even get mad most days. There's a grim irony how the dislocated, hopeless Lazars with their surrendered spirits aren't even granted the status of immigrants. Unlike the baggage handler scum, they're useless to any workforce. It's something I feel critics of Star Wars Rogue One missed. They wanted larger-than-life heroes and action-based cause-and-effect storytelling. Instead, it showed the emotional effects of living under a far-reaching galactic empire, their tyranny often in the mind, the paranoia, disorganized chaos, moments of paralysis. Perhaps this made the film mechanical, but for me that worked. The driving force behind the mechanistic empire, the resistance sporadic, furtive, insular, but as events progressed, the spirit of their fight grew stronger and genuinely exhilarating. It's a dark but hopeful film. So what makes viewers stick with such a story enough to find it rewarding rather than simply punishing? Well, in the Magdalene sisters, it's little things, minor victory and retributions fought for, moments of contact, screams of emotional catharsis, and ultimately the final escape, one that satisfies because of all they've had to overcome and learn about their enemy's weaknesses, where an inner strength takes robust form, where they could take no more and simply refuse to. However, the Magdalene sisters was an angry protest against a misogynistic institution's patronizing view of young women as weak, submissive blank slates that are easily sullied. Terminus unfortunately rather perpetuates that regressive view, both on page and in production. The dainty robot that handcuffs Nyssa doesn't look tough or robust, but the scene requires Nyssa to act too weak to resist it.